Okay, now last time we have done the maximum range equation. The maximum range equation can be given as R maximum is equal to Pt g square lambda square sigma upon 4 pi cube S minimum to the power 1 by 4. This is the maximum range equation. Now what factors affecting the range of a radar? This is very important. It is readily observed that the R maximum depends upon the transmitted power Pt, frequency of the transmitted signal lambda is equal to Cf on F, cross-section area of the target sigma, and the minimum receiver signal, that is PR minimum. Transmitted power, in the case the radar range is to be doubled, we have to increase the transmitter power 16 times, since R maximum is proportional to Pt to the power 1 by 4. Frequency, as we know, R maximum is proportional to 1 upon under root lambda, or R maximum is proportional to under root F. This implies that the increase in frequency increases the range. However, this requirement is in conflict with the dependence of the beam width of the antenna, which is directly proportional to the wavelength lambda. For example, in the parabolic antenna, the beam width is given by lambda upon d, where d is the diameter of the parabola. If lambda is reduced or frequency is increased, the beam width becomes very narrow, which reduces the tracking range of the radar. This is practically so in the case of such radar, where the strip of the antenna that covers a portion of the sky will require a longer time if the loop beam width is very narrow. In such case, the radar frequency cannot be increased far too much, as the radar becomes ineffective although the range may increase. Next is the target cross-section area, that is sigma. The radar cross-section of the target is the area of the target as seen by radar. It is defined as the ratio of the power reflected back by the target towards the source per unit solid angle to the total incident power density on the target. It is a characteristic of a particular target and is measure of its size, shape and composition. It can also be defined as the area of the perfectly conductive plane facing the source that would reflect the same amount of power that can be determined for the various targets as shown in this table. There are a number of targets as shown, and radar cross-section area meter square is given opposite to it. The radar cross-section of a target involves multiple scattering processes that are dependent on the operating frequency and the dimensions, geometry, orientation of the target. The radar cross-section of complex target varies rapidly with the small changes in the orientation, and hence it can be characterized generally by the statistical function or as seen by the radar. However, the radar cross-section area of the target is not a controllable factor, especially in the present scenario where war mechanisms are made deliberately slick. In fact, targets are made to have a very small area of cross-section to evade radar detection, and are also painted in such a way that they cannot be detected as a sheath aircrafts. The United States has the two aircraft, the B-2 bomber and the F-117A fighter, that employs sheath technology to make the aircraft practically invisible to radar. This sheath technology has been under development For more than 20 years now, it includes that a combination of construction material, radar absorbing, and shape to make the craft difficult to detect. Now, minimum received signal, PR minimum. The minimum detectable signal at the receiver, PR minimum, sets a limit on the receiver sensitivity. The noise figure of the radar receives a factor that is to be controlled for the obtaining a larger R maximum. There is the mathematical derivation of noise figure, and finally you will get delta n is equal to f minus 1 g kt0b. If the equivalent noise power at the input of the receiver is more than the minimum received radar echo power as minimum, then it is not possible to detect the target data in the receiver. For this to be possible, the minimum received signal at the receiver input as minimum must be at least equal to the equivalent noise power, that is delta n. That is, there is a limit on the receiver sensitivity. Now, substituting the values in equations, you will get the value of R maximum. And for a parabolic antenna where E is equal to 0.65 pi d square upon 4, and placing these values, we will get the result R maximum is 48 times Pt d 4 sigma upon b lambda square f minus 1 to the power 1 by 4 kilometer. This is the maximum range. It may note that the radar range cannot be extended infinitely merely by the controlling the parameter in the radar range equation. Radar receiver is exposed to the interference and the jamming from the enemy during the wartime, and the receiver power has to be sufficiently adequate to override these interfering signals. Further, suitable anti-jamming techniques involve the spread spectrum system like frequency hopping, etc. Will have to be adopted. The signal most practical method of improving the radar range is to be increase the antenna aperture, which is proportional to its gain, and improved antenna design is the key to improve the radar design. Okay, thank you very much.